Mr. Miller. What is your position on developing our country's natural resources to reduce dependency on foreign countries and to create high-paying jobs?
Free people should not need permission from their government in order to drill, explore, whatever, develop sources of energy for our economy. This goes back to the legitimacy of being free, the legitimacy of being able to do with your life whatever you want to do with your life. And a government that restricts your access to energy, a government that restricts your access to health care, a government that restricts your access to jobs, is no longer a government working for you. I support, much like the rest of the gentlemen up here said, we need to explore now. Drill here, drill there, drill offshore, absolutely. Is there any reason that Arizona, with all our arid land, we couldn't be the nuclear capital of the United States? There's no reason for that. The free market will bring these advantages to us. We've got to open it up. We've got to let American ingenuity and creativity guide us, lead us, not government bureaucrats, not government regulation, not a real small room in a far-off way with people who think they're really smart. Let the Americans do it. Let us all do it. We'll get this country back. We'll get it on the right track. And we'll do it in a manner consistent with the Constitution. Thank you.
Okay, to conclude this debate in the desert, we're now going to allow closing remarks from each of our candidates. Beginning with Senator Paton, each will be given a maximum of 3 minutes.
The first thing I want to say is I want to thank the gentleman I'm sharing the stage with. Each one of us has served our country, and I look out and I know that there are people out there who've come to be supportive of one of the candidates up here. But I know this, that more than anything else, you care about the direction of your country, and you care about any one person up here on the stage. And you want to see a change in Washington. I get asked all the time, how can that happen? And I only need to look at what happened in Massachusetts. An unknown state senator rose from behind, challenged a political machine like David versus Goliath, and was able to change things beyond all expectations. But the interesting thing was, what did the Democrats say? What was their reaction? The Democrats said, we need to talk about healthcare a little differently. We need a new marketing strategy. You know, the problem ain't the sales pitch. The problem is people aren't buying the product they're selling. And the fact of the matter is, they promised us a lot of things. They promised us that they would give us a secure country. Instead, they're securing the rights of terrorists. They promised to give us jobs. Instead, they're giving us the union's card check. They promised that they would change the system. Instead, they just simply said the system worked. But most of all, there are the big three, what I call the unholy trinity. Cap and trade, stimulus, healthcare. These three bills, more than anything else, became an outrage that became a cause that became a revolution, and a revolution, I guarantee you, will shake the very foundations in Washington, D.C., the likes of which we have not seen in a generation. So the question becomes, what are we going to do? Are we going to allow them to keep spending, or are we going to fight? Are we going to allow them to keep taxing, or are we going to fight? Are we going to allow them to dismantle our healthcare system, or are we going to fight? I say we fight. We'll fight for our families, we'll fight for our future, but most of all, we'll fight for our country. I'm Johnathon Paton, and I'm asking for your vote. Thank you very much.